let's have a look. Qualifier, Invitational. We're looking at round 2, is it? Faze SSG. Let's go. Yeah, exactly, Stokey. They've had a little bit more time to prepare. And I think if we sort of compare LJ to what Rettles was doing, you know, he's still a disruptor in many ways, LJ, but he's sort of doing it on the ball a bit more, of like going for challenges, going for outplays and things like that. So he's being like the aggressive upfront player. And then Daniel's just sitting quite deep and filling in the gaps around them. Yeah, you can see like LJ is playing upfield a lot as an option for threat. You can see right here, like he's a nuisance. Like right here, he's been a nuisance to Mist, forcing Mist out, and then gets control of the ball, just tries to make it awkward for Faze. He's there looking to sort of just get something on the way out, and then once they're back, disrupt the play. On the ball again, you can see, like really looking to go towards that ball. So they've obviously quite early on established their play style, which they want, which is around LJ being a upfront, sort of like a mark by 8 kind of role, if that makes sense. I mean, I've been watching a little bit in the background. These two teams both look really good individually, and I would say there's a lot of potential for them both to sort of take that #1 in the region spot if they just step up that that last little bit that's needed to be a top team. And I'd say for SSG, that's for LJ the efficiency, and for Arsenal the value on the ball. I think Daniel's playing pretty sweet, but I think maybe for Daniel a little bit more involvement on the ball, because he seems to be going back quite a lot, but I think that's just because of the way they're playing. So I don't think there's a huge amount SSG can work on, but I think it is literally just mechanical execution is the main thing, right? Like, when they're in those strong positions, how do they capitalize on them, right? Against a good team in particular. And then for Faze, it's going to come down to that synergy. They just need a bit more time to get used to each other. They're going to rotate a little bit more cleanly now they've got rid of AJ and put Mist in. But then with cleaner rotation, takes away from that Faze factor, which was the chaos and being able to read what they're capable of. So I think if they can combine a consistent rotation with the chaotic and hard to read aggression, and being able to judge that on their side in a way that will make them dangerous, I think FaZe have got a good chance. But like you can see there, right? They were quickly dismantled by this, and you can just see like the positioning's just all a little bit. They have these little moments of weird positioning, right? Like if you pause it right here and go over to this, you look at the pitch right now, you can see all of them are in this corner, which makes that bump so much more effective from, I think that's Daniel there, and then, no, this is Daniel here, this is Arsenal, right? So Arsenal right here can get one of these two really easily. Daniel takes out this last player, first killer waiting on the boost here. This is like a really easy punishment of their rotation. So yeah, that's so I don't know whether FaZe need to continue with the let's score 3-4 goals but might let in 2 or 3, or whether they're going to try and go down a more consistent breakdown route where they look to slowly break opponents down through efficient decision making and stuff. But they haven't quite, without AJ, they haven't quite got that, oh god, I don't know what they're going to do at any moment factor, I feel. Let's go on to the next game. We watched the final game there. Let's watch an earlier game when because they might have lost a bit of confidence as it went on. I want to watch first killer. Oh yeah, he's changed cars as well. That's never a good sign. Like, I get this speedy approach, trying to outplay the last. But I think that actually goes in favor of Daniel. because it puts it towards Daniel and takes it away from him. I'd like to see that situation be a little bit more controlled. You know, like, he even almost got bumped by Arsenal, but, you know, like, more of a traditional, I'm going to take it up the wall and take up a bit of time, because there's no support for him once that play ends, you know? And now you can see, look, Mist rushes back into the play, and then there's no support to play off of that Mist decision, right? Sip has to wait. So, like, they're working in isolation a little bit at that point. And I want to see them sort of time their mechanical decisions to be more that of ones that a teammate can come in and support on. And that kind of thing, right? It will work against weaker teams, what First Killer did. But the moment you go up against a team that's positioned well and has someone as solid as Daniel at the back in particular, you're going to struggle to punish them with those fast decisions. Yeah, you can just see everything's being shut down here. Fair play to SSG. Again, I don't know if this was a particular game plan for them, but I don't know if that was a mistouch there. But they look to be rushing their touches rather than looking to take players out of the game. But yeah, they seem to be rushing, so they're playing at a pace that's faster than their team can recover to support them in. So you can see there, like, they're very panicky, and SSG are just reading it so well. Okay, this is... You can just see there. Right, like this... Mist just panic booming that way. Sip's there. First Killer's moving upfield. You know, like... They're playing like their opponents aren't good enough to intercept them. Whereas they need to... They're sort of like, you got to think of Rocket League in terms of different phases, right? In order to score a goal, you need to work your way out of the neutral game by breaking your opponents down, taking away resources, taking away opportunities, you know, breaking up their defense, breaking up their rotation a little bit. You also need to... Why is their kickoff still bad? What's going on there? Okay. So yeah, you need to think about breaking your opponents down, and right now, FaZe aren't doing that as well as they could be. They need to change the pace up and slow the play down a little bit. Oh, this is the oh, I actually hate this kickoff. It's such a dodgy kickoff, right? Like, Daniel gets back in time. But, like, look how easy this is to counter. That could have been a goal. And the reason for this, if we look... Let me pause at the right moment. So if we look above for this... Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Sheesh! It's like a montage. Damn. Okay, how do I sort this out? There we go. Right here in the middle, we've got the kickoff. Both teams are trying to force the ball to their person with boost, right? Have they both done the same kickoff? Have they both done... They have, haven't they? Anyway, so they're both trying to force the ball to the back corner, which, let's be honest, is telegraphed. Because the person who's coming up to the kickoff can literally see which side the boost grabber's going, right? See this here? They're both trying to do that. So they both go sideways into the ball to try and force it out, right? Daniel cheats slowly, so realizes that when he sees Mist and turns back. Does actually turn the wrong way to get the interception, but the shot from Mist isn't clean enough, so he's able to cut it off. And then you can see Mist cheats really tight, and so Mist is able to come in and instantly get this. The problem I've got with this kickoff style is it so frequently dies in the middle because both teams try and cancel out the kickoff in the middle, right? And so you've got Daniel here, right? No tight cheat to be able to get the 50-50 follow-up. And also this ball can very easily just pop out slightly. And then you've got the the fact that Mist does cheat up close. Like, everything about this is high risk. It makes sense to do a high risk kickoff for FaZe to try and get back that goal potentially. But like right now, like both teams have done super risky kickoffs. And then what you see here is, look how far Arsenal goes out over here, right? Arsenal goes out all the way over here. So his efficiency of that back boost grab needs to be better and look to turn on the boost a bit more. But yeah, I really don't like the wrong corner, the not behind the kickoff taker corner boost grab kickoff. I'm not a big fan of it. I think if you're going to do it, you need to just fake it and just try and just win the kickoff. See, look, this is what I'm talking about with the Arsenal boost grab, right? This is the most common issue we see from pro players. They chuck himself out so wide. It's like one of those parts of the game that no one speaks about improving. But look at how far out they go this way. So both are risky, and it's fine taking risky kickoffs. But the safest kickoff to do in Rocket League is to grab the boost behind the kickoff taker and then cheat up reasonably close, right? And the reason being is that the kickoff taker will bounce off and get the mid boost. So you're playing for boost control. But you see everyone stops in the middle. And so that makes it quite risky. Because now you've got a player who's out the play, right? So this is the reason why this kickoff is not a common one that people go for. Because it tends to take the kickoff taker out of the game for a while. Like that. Yeah, if we watch First Killer's boost grab compared to Arsenal, see how he turns on the boost. So there's a lot of issues on this kickoff for SSG. First off, Arsenal way too wide out here. You can see, like, if we just compare him to First Killer, look at where First Killer is, and then look at where Arsenal is, right? See the difference in the way they grab the boost? And then obviously we can look and see here the distance from the net, that extra bit of width creates over here compared to the distance from the net for First Killer, right? I mean, this is the same turn, right? Like, you want to turn, basically turning the way First Killer does covers the most options, right? Because you can go easily towards the net, easily upfield, you keep a lot of your boost. You can go back through the middle if you need to, right? It gives you the most options. If you turn towards the net, you're going to cut off a lot of options, right? If you go for a boost grab and you turn this way, you cut off all the options that you can go upfield for or go towards the middle of the pitch. So that's not a good approach. You want to be able to replicate this movement towards the net with an upfield turn and also replicate the upfield turn, right? So you need to put yourself in a position with the most options. But anyway, the main issue with this whole kickoff is the going for the boost that's on the opposite side to where the kickoff taker came from, and how telegraphed it is. And it obviously leads to a goal here. So this is an SSG special. FaZe, the thing is, FaZe did the exact same kickoff, so it kind of in this situation was a kind of unique for that reason. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to fix that. Particularly, I think the main thing I would say is that the way both teams take the kickoff is just like they're trying to force it to that back corner too much, which makes it very predictable and easy to counter. Whereas I think they just need to try and win the kickoff, you know, win it into the opposition's half a bit more often, and have the occasional time where they mix in the back corner situation. Like one of the big things in my mind around the losing the kickoff to the boost grabber decision making is it allows for you to bounce off of the ball in the middle and go towards the boost at midfield. So you're losing territory, gaining possession and gaining boost. So you're winning 2 out of the 3 vital components to a good kickoff. The 3 vital components of a kickoff are territory, possession, and boost. And if you win on all 3 of those, you're most likely going to get a kickoff goal, right? Or be in a situation. But the way that kickoff went, they lost possession because the ball died in the middle and Miss cheated up and got it. Oh, no, no, no. I want to see first here. Ah, that's unlucky. But yeah, Sip needs to be clanging that one top corner. Oh. This is the big concern for LJ right now as a newer player to the high level. Can he get those game-winning shots in the moments where he needs to? Obviously, still a reasonable shot. He just put it right where the easy save would be for first killer, and it almost led to a goal against. So you've got to be careful of those. Anyway, that's Faze SSG. We've spoken about SSG. Faze just need a little bit more patience and willingness to slow the ball down and take players out of the game like that. So winning the neutral game to put them in advantage where they can use their high-quality gameplay to finish the game. But I think they're going to be less of a high-scoring, high-conceding team now with the Mist addition. Because obviously Mist came from a background of being on a very defensive team. So quite a unique combination there.